All right, Battletech enthusiasts, this could be a really quick, short, direct, and to-the-point vlog regarding the Victor. This question of you're growing out and expanding your Battletech collection, and now you're looking for other mechs. Tactically, what role are they going to fill, and are you going to have fun with this machine? I could end this really quick and say, absolutely, pick up the Victor, make it happen, because it is an excellent mech. But I want to offer a couple of ideas, again, building this checklist of ideas of why and how I play certain mechs. And the ultimate goal, of course, is not to define and say this is the only way. My hope as your mech instructor is to give you some ideas, push those out there, take them on the tabletop, and absolutely make these ideas better. Consider them a starting point, a jumping off point. This idea that if it took you 5 games to figure out this mech, maybe if you listen to this vlog, get inspired, you can do better in 2 games. You know, beat that person, that one particular person that you've been looking to beat at the Wargaming Club. Let's make that happen. Now, if you're new to my channel, of course, one of the guiding philosophies is big guns never tire. You can have your fancy plans and all your tactica, and that's important. But as soon as I get up there with multiple AC-20s and start blasting away, I'm going to grab your attention. The first thing that we notice on the Victor, autocannon 20, ready to go. And mounting this on an assault class with the mobility that it has is key. Now, the armor is not the strongest on the Victor because it likes to pack in a lot of things. So I wouldn't call it a traditional assault mech. Not that I ever want to get hit because it's Battletech. You never know. Assault mechs can take a couple of hits. You make some mistakes, okay, you're still in the game. That's true with the Victor, but dialed back a little bit when compared to other classic assault mechs. But the first challenge of the Victor, the first challenge of the autocannon 20 is solved on the Victor. You have to get up there. It's very, very short range. And on a side note, look, as soon as I'm range, I don't even need to crunch the numbers. I'm going to need 12s to hit you. I'm taking that shot because you're going to notice. You're going to be like, please don't roll those. Don't roll double sixes. As we get closer and closer and closer, that is going to capture the momentum on the table. So you need a way to get up there. That's the first question on the AC-20, and the Victor solves that. Now, we don't want to necessarily send it in solo because we're going to take a lot of concentrated firepower, a lot of hate. I always get a lot of sad face when my autocannon 20s blow up. But look, can I really get sad face? You're going to let me roll up? So what other mechs pair well with it? If you really want to go well, something like a Hunchback. But likewise with a Hunchback, just to sidebar for a moment here, the Hunchback mounts that autocannon 20 for less battle value on a medium, but you definitely need a delivery system to get up there, meaning other mechs to work to take the heat off. Sidebar, the Saladin, which is essentially take an autocannon 20, mount it on a hovercraft and put a seat behind it, that has massive, massive speed to make it up there. So the Victor has the ability to get up there. We're going to punch things open, literally, with that autocannon 20. And then on top of that, we are now going to crit seek with the medium lasers and the short-range missile pack. This is an interesting combination because at its core, the Victor is a close-in brawler, close-in assault mech. It wants to make it up there based on the other weapons profiles. Well, that feeds in directly to that autocannon. Now, where we don't want to pair up the Victor is in a non-focused or mixed type lance, meaning if I'm taking primarily LRM units, I'm taking archers, I'm taking longbows, I'm going to kind of want to stay back and hit you with those long-range missiles. Or if I'm taking mainly autocannons, I want to hit you with those shorter caliber autocannons, AC-5s and 10s and things like that. That means the Victor's battle value is not necessarily being used to its capacity every turn. Think about an Atlas for a moment. The Atlas, yes, you want to get up there and use those medium lasers and everything else. Use that autocannon 20. But at least you're using some of the battle value in the opening of the game because you've got the long-range missile packs. Same with the Cyclops. I'm not using the full battle value every turn, but I'm using some of it. The Victor, when paired with the wrong lance, it's going to be hanging back, and that's wasted battle value. Now, we can flip that. I've pushed up to my channel here the longbow tactica. I love the longbow, taking multiple longbows, indirect fire, some locusts, some Karnovs, some infantry as spotting, and just with some LRM carriers and raining that down on the field, just insane. Real time, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of long-range missiles. You're not going to let that happen. You're not going to let that happen. And I can't be sad-faced because you're not going to let that happen. So you're going to try and move up to my longbows. Yes, I'm going to castle up. Yes, I'm going to be fortified with that approach. In this case, the Victor, flipping it, does make an interesting mech because I'm not going to you. You're coming to me. You're going to try and get point blank on those longbows, paper-thin armor, all those missiles in there. You just got to crit something, and I'm just going to smoking boots explode. You want to maximize that by getting as close as possible. That's going to pull you in. So the Victor operates at two extremes, either as a guard mech for some place where your opponent is going to get really, really close. Think city fight, city tech, securing objectives, or part of an aggressive lance moving forward. The final interesting piece on this mech, the jump jets. Jump jets on an assault mech. That's like, I think one of you guys will crunch the numbers out there. I'm actually going to try to dig that sheet up. My friend, it took some serious modifications. Battletech, we looked at this idea. You can customize your own mechs. You could make your own mechs, absolutely. And a friend of mine made a jump-capable stalker. There had to be some concessions and dropping some things, but mostly it was downgrading some of the weapons, but keeping that redundancy. That thing was a beast to play. That thing was a beast to play and a lot of fun. That is a rarity that you see stock on assault mechs. So to have the jump jets on the Victor, think about that. Rear armor, autocannon 20, lasers, SRM packs. That's got some serious, serious bite. It is a fantastic mech to play. It is a lot of fun to play. It is a mech that I regularly play. Very, very potent, but it is an assault mech. You could take a few hits, but the armor is not on par with, I'd say, dedicated assault mechs.